Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your March Tarot. Let's have a look and see what's coming up for Capricorn for the month of March. Okay, you have a lot of major arcanas here, Capricorn, which is always good to see. Let's kick off with the Hierophant here. Now, this is quite a powerful energy. The Hierophant does represent the sign of Taurus. So for a lot of you, there might be a Taurus that's coming into the picture here for friendship, for love, for romance. I'll just move these cards so you can see them all. So there could be something significant happening here, particularly towards the beginning of the month. Now, the Hierophant is traditionally seen as the marriage card as well. So for a lot of you, there is some sort of union, bondship, or marriage that's formulating. It may be proposals. It could be getting invitations to weddings or love ceremonies. But it is a Venus energy. Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, which rules over eroticism, passion, lust, and sexuality. And the Empress does bring a very beautiful energy to the Hierophant here as well. So I definitely feel like major things are heating up in love for a lot of you, romantically, maybe in your marriages, with your exes, with a current relationship, or even a new attraction, because aces bring something very exciting, and it will be a very lustful attraction at that, because that's what the wands can indicate. But for a lot of you, the Hierophant is about status, okay? He's elevated as the vicar of Christ here, okay? God's representative here on earth. And he's all about status. He's very well respected and admired for his talents, and he is being elevated. So for a lot of you, it can speak of a promotion, or really being admired in someone's eyes, made an example out of, or people looking to you or seeking your advice, your wisdom, your resources even here, Capricorn. It could even be a large asset, something quite expensive and or costly. Again, the Empress does rule the beauty realm, so I feel like it could be something quite indulgent. It could even be someone gifting you something or indulging in you. Maybe to pamper you a little bit, maybe to sort of butter you up in relationships, in business, professional connections here as well. That could also be the case. But really about the keys, okay? And because he carries a religious energy and she carries a spiritual, I don't know if this is the key to religion or faith, but a lot of these... I feel like you'll be unlocking a lot of these spiritual secrets. So unlocking the unconscious mind, unlocking your inner self, unlocking your past, unlocking the gateway to your future even. So unlocking a lot of secrets comes to mind here, or exposing a lot. For a lot of you, it can be a new opportunity. The Ace of Wands is here, a new job, a new romance. Wands is fire, so it could be a Sagittarius, which sits below an Aries or a Leo. It's very, very explosive. You've got the Tower card here as well, Capricorn. But I feel like with the Ace of Wands, there is a brand new beginning and or opportunity. The wands can indicate relocation, travel, or moving in a physical sense, moving fairly quickly. It's almost like there might be a green light from the universe that it's time for you to do something. Time to start your book, time to reach out to that person, time to move on, time to relocate, time to look for something else, because it's a very opportunistic time, okay? It's a very lush, abundant, and prosperous time for a lot of you coming into that March period. But I feel like it's also something about passing the torch. And I say that because the Ace of Wands is literally the hand of God is passing that here to the Hierophant. And I did mention something about status here. So someone could be passing something on to you. It might be information. It might be a title. It might be a business. It could even be handing something over, an official handover of some kind. But that could be coming, or that could be a part of your status or have something to do with your status here, Capricorn. But something that someone is offering you does look quite lucrative. quite expansive as well. But it could be working on physical activity as well. I definitely feel for a lot of you, because the Ace of Wands is sitting above the Temperance card, the Temperance card can be balance and patience and having those sorts of virtues around you. So I definitely feel like if you've been patient for something or you've been waiting for something, March could be the month where that something finally comes into your path, Capricorn. You're finally able to experience in the physical, because for me, the Empress is a very Taurian energy. Now, a lot of people see her as a sun sign. Please interpret it as you see fit. But in this first column, for me, this is all about earthly pleasures, earthly gains, and things reappearing or appearing for the first time in the physical realm. Okay, so that's very, very exciting. But I do want to mention a handover, a passing on of some kind, an unlocking, okay, or something like this. Now, interestingly, the Tower card is also here. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands, you see how the cloud, there's clouds pictured in the Tower card, yes, but we can also see that there's clouds forming over here. They're all grey clouds, but from this chaos, this darkness, this despair, emerges the hand of God, comes a blessing. And for a lot of you, it might be that you need to experience that Tower moment before you're given the opportunity to unlock whatever it is that you're trying to unlock. Ambition to your career, to unlock the secrets to someone's heart, to unlock someone's passion for you. I feel like out of adversity come our biggest gains. And this is highly evidenced for you in the month of March, because out of that turbulent, chaotic Tower energy, and it may be involving another person in a relationship, in a business collaboration, a friend even, through setbacks, chaos, calamities, contrasts, explosive things, unforeseen circumstances, comes that shining moment, comes that glimmer of hope. But, you know, I feel like it's attributed to the Tower moment, because without that Tower moment, the hand of God could not emerge and offer you this new opportunity. Now, for some of you, the Tower card can be reckless behavior. Okay, sometimes it's not necessarily outside sources or factors or influences. It can be self-sabotaging behavior, insecurities, recklessness, overindulging in something that you know is not good, or setting yourself back purposely. And for a lot of you, it can be in regards to emotions or emotional connections, or perhaps the past. The reason I say this is because the Tower card is in the same column as the Chariot being the sign of Cancer, the energy of Cancer, which is nostalgic, sentimental, driven by water. It's highly emotional and highly sensitive, and it can harbor the past, because Cancers are known to harbor past emotions, past people, anything that has evoked their emotion, they'll carry with them. God love them for that. But I feel like that's coming up around you here. And it could be a destined Cancer that's coming back in, absolutely. But like I said, the two people pictured in the cards, the black and white Sphinx here, divine feminine, divine masculine coming together, it is potentially around a partnership. But there's a lot of hope. Okay, the Tower card in general doesn't signify a lot of hope or happiness or optimism. Yes, I will agree to that. But look at the cards that surround the Tower card, Capricorn. Through that Tower, the God-gifted blessing comes, the opportunity. Through that Tower, progression comes in the form of greatness. You know, the Chariot is conquest and victory and boasting something here. It's acceleration. It's moving forward. So whatever that Tower is, it's actually moving you forward. It's almost like it's going to propel you into action. It could be financial, it could be on the job front, but whatever it is, it's going to propel you, because there's that progression. We see the physical progression of the Chariot card, and maybe it isn't necessarily in regards to an emotional connection, but greatness is yours. Greatness will come, or this will propel you or thrust you into greatness here, Capricorn. So there's a lot of prestige. You know, the Chariot and the Hierophant, the Empress. Yes, this is a medieval deck and these are courtly cards, but the characters in these cards all have greatness attached to them. You know, the Empress is almighty. She's revered. She's a symbol of status and wealth and power. The Hierophant is a symbolism of knowledge, of wisdom, of something that's, bound to someone. The Chariot, a sign of greatness and conquest and things like that. These major themes, these motives that seem to be thematic for you are coming up around you in March, Capricorn, and I think that's pointing to a lot of success for a lot of you. But the Tower card, I mean, it can be, you might go through a funk here, Cappy, or there's someone going through a funk near you. And maybe this is where you need to mediate a situation. But what comes is growth. Okay, the Empress, this beautiful lush garden around her. She sits very comfortably, almost luxuriously, with these beautiful garments and these rich fabrics and things like that. And she's so comfortable here, and the universe is so lush. The water is plentiful, the garden is lush, the grain doesn't strain to grow. And I feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of physical gains, as well as spiritual. Physical gains, mental health, physical health, blessings, financial aid, nice, beautiful things that you might be spoiling yourself with. Absolutely. But I think it's about growth. I do. I feel like you're going to grow. There could also be someone around you that's really growing, but you can't see that growth. None of us can evolve and grow without lessons of the heart, lessons of the mind, hard lessons in life. And that's what the Tower card can teach us. Not everything is in our control here, Capricorn. And I know you can be, you like to have things under control, and you like to understand things and know the direction of things. And, you have that level-headedness about you. But I think growth is a major thing for you. And to see that, it really is a gift. It's a blessing and it's a gift, and I feel like you're going to see that, whether this is internal growth and healing from something, Capricorn, whether this is a person that you want, that you had hoped had grown or changed or evolved or has become enlightened, and you will see these growth factors. So I do feel like it doesn't, with spirituality being a major theme here, I do feel like this month encompasses something very spiritual and emotional, enlightenment, evolution, growth. And you're definitely seeing this possibly in numerous facets of your life this month in March. But the Empress, she is quite beautiful and she's quite attractive and she's very powerful at the same time. So I feel like there's a powerful influence here. It could be a substance, it could be a person, it could be a goal, an ambition, something that you're aiming to achieve, an aspiration of some kind, and it's going to set you on that path to success here. And all in good timing. You've got the Temperance card. This could be a Sagittarius, okay? A destined Sagittarius coming up around you. You can see the angel here. Angel personifying the universe, the law of attraction, sort of mediating the water here, balancing things out between these two cups. And angel's creation. Now, angels are known as messengers, intermediaries. So there might be a message, a very important message coming in around you. An important email, a lesson, a message, a letter, a text, an image. But it's something, it's a very clear and loud message, I think, for you. This message is loud and clear, Capricorn. And it's definitely going to bring you balance and harmony, in particular if you are going through those Tower moments, because suddenly the Temperance card is here. And it's a very straightforward energy. Why? Because it's the Centaur, it's the Sagittarius energy, it's the bullseye, it's the target, it's the direction you're seeking. This is where your life is being taken. It's a very, very amazing, and it's absolutely groundbreaking, Capricorn. And I feel like you're going to experience that, absolutely. It could also be a truthfulness. For a lot of you, you might have to face harsh or beautiful realities. It's about, yes, in a way, it's about confronting things. I don't know if you're going to be confronting something or someone is going to be confronting you. The sun in the background here, it's always like something is dawning on us. There's a new light, a new path. There's something that's given new life. And I feel like that's coming up around you for one reason or another. The angel's got its wings spread out, something's about to take off. There might be a message that comes and then nothing happens after. And then you might see that growth very, very slowly. It could be that things are taking off. Okay, the angel is flight, is movement. As I said, it is an intermediary, a messenger of sorts. But it's a very free-flowing energy. Okay, Sagittarius energy is quite fun-loving. So I do feel like there's an element of enjoyment here after these lessons. Or, I mean, if this is in a relationship, it's almost like you'll have harsh lessons, but then you'll be able to enjoy the relationship again, or you'll be able to, it'll feel more enriching because of what that Tower card is going to bring you. In work situations, it could be that something happens that is deflating and a setback, but afterwards you'll have time to enjoy the rewards. There's time for enjoyment, and that sort of energy around you, I feel. And look, there could be something quite emotional happening. You know, there is a bit of water in these cards. The Chariot card does represent the sign of Cancer. The Chariot card can be an emotional connection, a new relationship that's taking place, or movement. The stars are aligning, okay? You know, when it's darkest, that's when we can appreciate the stars, okay? That's when we can see the stars, we can see the dazzle, the twinkle. And I feel like we need those dark times. And I feel like the stars are guiding you. Things are aligning in a very powerful way, especially emotionally speaking. Anything to do with partnerships and equality in contracts, relationships, marriages, I think that's taking a turn for the better. And if it's not, then you're leaving something very powerful behind to reinstate or to gain back your power here, Capricorn. So I mean, I feel like it is quite groundbreaking. I think there's blessings. I think out of adversity comes, you know, our inner strength. It comes the highlights of our lives, of our relationships, of our careers, of our spiritual faith. It's a very defining moment, and I feel like that's what March holds for you. I do. And I mean, it could also be clinging on to the past or hanging on to the past in some way with the Chariot card as well. The past could repeat itself for some of you. Something that has happened before could happen again. It could be movement or relocation, absolutely. And it could be that someone wants to make something right with you again. Maybe this is their wanting. Maybe this is them having gone through that Tower moment. They can't go through it no more, Capricorn, and suddenly they're coming back around. They want to mediate. They want to even things out. They want equality. They want fairness. They want justice. Whether this is from you or maybe you seeking justice, I guess time will tell. But quite an interesting read for you this month, Capricorn. I do hope it has been helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it.